2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody. Ernie Johnson here. Shaq's here. Kenny's here. Welcome to this edition of 2K Sports. Tonight, it'll be the Philadelphia 76ers going up against the Hornets out in Charlotte. And for Charlotte, they've had a tough time over the last few weeks. 3-7 in their last 10 games. We'll see if they can make amends tonight. And tonight, we get to watch Miles Bridges, one of the more explosive young players in the league. Shaq, what do you like about him?
Ferocious, dunks everything he can, high energy, never takes a playoff.
Yep. His shooting has improved every year as well, Ernie. I don't know if you knew that.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
He's come miles with that.
He needs to keep refining his skill set, but I like him. I got it. He needs to come miles.
He's going miles with
yeah,
that.
I got it. I caught that.
Bridging his game from the collegiate ranks
you're too
to
good
the NBA.
Got it.
Miles Bridges. Can have a lot of fun with his name. Here's Kevin Harlan.
Welcome, everyone. It's time for NBA action, coming to you live on this Saturday night. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by the talented analyst tandem of Greg Anthony and Chris Webber. David Aldridge is on our sideline. Last game for the Hornets, they picked up the W against the Cavaliers in Cleveland, and they pulled off a 3-point win in that one. Too close for comfort, but they'll take it.
Playing on the road, always a challenge, but it becomes a heck of a lot easier when you can shoot the three ball the way they did.
Oh, no doubt. And when you're hitting a high percentage on the perimeter, everything becomes easy.
Tip-off goes to Charlotte. All right, let's set the floor. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. So on the floor for Philadelphia, Simmons runs the show with Redick at the 2. Chandler and Embiid are together down low. And it's Butler in at the 3, the small forward. Chris, he played for 5 different teams, a couple of them multiple times. How long do you think it takes to feel comfortable in a new situation for a player?
I tell you, Kevin, that's such a hard tightrope to play. I remember going to different teams, and you have to understand the culture of the team. You have to understand who their best players are already. You have to understand the style of play. And building trust takes time from both sides. So usually you'll come into a situation and you want to make sure that you're showing that you're a great teammate. And so usually in that area, teammates are saying, wait a minute, we brought the guy, we brought you over here. We want you to be that guy that we traded for, the guy we just signed or recruited. We were a fan of you. Do the things that you do great. We'll catch up with you. So a lot of it starts with mutual respect, and that means mutual deferment. And then after, while you're both deferring, you're like, wait, we got to win some games. Okay, you be you, I'll be us, and we'll all do it together. And kind of once you get over that kind of fine dance in the beginning, that icebreaker, usually that's when things start rolling.
And the first one at the line is good.
And Jimmy Butler, you know, something of a quirky character, has a ritual whenever he's at a grocery store of paying the person's bill behind him. Doesn't care if it's 99 cents or 2,000.
Second free throw, no good. And Butler never afraid to be a little bit different, listening to country music in the locker room, much to his teammates' chagrin.
And in the offseason, riding around in a van with a baby on board sticker, even though he's single with no kids. Remove the rearview mirror as a symbolic reminder to never look back. This guy's special.
Simmons passes to Redick. And Simmons kicks to Embiid. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Embiid's got his second bucket.
This is what a point guard should do. Simmons is so adept at noticing when the defense is overcommitted.
From deep, Walker. Simmons pulls it in. Butler against Bridges, and it's Butler missing.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Here's Bridges. And good that time. Bridges has got his first 2 points of the night. Simmons with it. He had a 24-point outing in their last game against Utah.
Don't forget his rebounding work, too. They couldn't contain him on the glass.
Now here's Simmons. The pass to Embiid. Here's Chandler. Williams with the block. And a wide-open look for Lamb. Again, the Hornets score.
Such a good in-between game. Lamb with the natural instincts for mid-range, plus the pure touch on the shot.
Walker against Simmons. It's Redick on the wing. It's stolen by Lamb. And here comes Walker, leading the fast break. And that one is good.
When Walker gets out in transition, good luck. Running so quickly down the floor for these high percentage chances.
And Simmons has got the ball here for the Philadelphia 76ers. Trailing by 5. Their last encounter was in Philadelphia.
Very tough loss for them last time they played. I mean, in the end, the amount of trips to the line they gave up did them in.
Great offensive performance they're putting on.
And guys, we call that the zone because that's where they are right now. They are in a zone, and I'm sure they feel unstoppable.
Off the inbound. And it's Walker laying it in. Walker's got his second basket of the night.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And Philadelphia decides to take their first timeout right here.
The way that this 76ers team can rotate and contest is a big strength for them. I mean, they have good length on the floor at all positions. I mean, they were one of the best teams in the league in terms of opponent field goal percentage last season.
And with the pause in the action, let's look at the numbers for Chandler. He's averaging 10 points a game, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. And the numbers won't wow you, but I like the effort he brings to the table each and every night.
He hustles, does the little things, just a good complimentary guy who you need on your team.
Now here's Simmons. He's been quiet so far, still no points in the game. Down low, Embiid. No good again that time. Hornets leading by 7. And here's Walker outside. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
The 76ers have gone 2 of 6 from the field. Simmons on the wing, guarded by Walker. And that one's good, Simmons. Simmons got his first 2 points.
You got to give Simmons props. He's exceptional at keeping his focus in the face of the defense.
Hernangomez passes to Bridges. And Lamb kicks to Hernangomez. Williams up on top. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Knocked away. And stolen by Simmons. Here's Butler. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Look at the unselfishness of Embiid, Kevin. I mean, he's solid at realizing when one of his guys is uncovered.
Shoots, and Charlotte again with the bucket.
And offensively, they've done a great job here of staying in rhythm.
Yeah, of the two teams, they're taking the more makeable shots. Let's see if they can sustain it throughout the game.
Now here's Simmons. He's a solid producer, averaging nearly 22 points a game. Fast break now for Charlotte. Bridges leading the charge. Williams finds Lamb. To the inside. Embiid with the steal. Simmons passes to Chandler. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got his 3rd assist on the night. And so here's Charlotte. 6-point game. Outside, Walker. At 3 off the mark. For Philadelphia, they've gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. To the middle, and stolen by Williams. Bridges against Butler. Bridges shot. Good. Bridges has got his 2nd bucket.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
The 76ers trail by 8. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, I got to talk to James Borrego a bit a few minutes ago. It's been a pretty even matchup this season with each team winning 1 game. So what's the key tonight as they try to take the advantage? He said in a word, defense. They can score with anybody, and we can score too, but we can't get into a shootout with these guys. We have to slow it down and make this a slugfest. We'll see if that strategy pays off tonight with a win. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks as always, David. Well, they know what their toughest job is going to be today.
Yeah, Kevin, it's always hard to go up against a team that can light it up like this. You can't let them hit the ground running.
Yeah, easier to say than do. I mean, with the weapons they have, they force such tough matchups. It's hard to stay with them.
That free throw, no good. Everyone seems to suffer small injuries, C-Webb, over the course of a season. Who does the best, you think, at battling through those minor bumps and bruises and injuries and still continues to play well?
You know what, Kevin? I can't answer that question because whoever does it does not let us know also that they're hurt.
They hide it. Yeah, good point. You're right.
Because the main guys that get through it,
yeah,
they're not going to tell you.
Good point. And Walker kicks to Hernan Gomez. Bridges, no one around him. Drops in the tray. Bridges has got 7 points.
And from the opening tip, they just crushed it. You see it now on the scoreboard.
Yeah, particularly on offense, where they've been completely in sync. Terrific first quarter.
And Philadelphia calls time here. You know, watching Miles Bridges, he just brings so much energy to the team.
High motor guy, very aggressive. A bit of a tweener, which in a positionless world could be a good thing. Explosive, strong, athletic. I think his best basketball is ahead of him.
And the Hornets making a change here. Zeller's checked in.
And 6'10" Simmons, I mean, he has some insane handles. He's phenomenal at creating for himself.
Walker against Simmons. And Walker kicks to Lamb. Six on the shot clock. Redick with a double team. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And it's the Hornets with the ball. And stolen by Redick. To the paint. And then Simmons slams it in.
The versatility of Simmons, astounding, amazing, impressive. Dunks like this are just insane.
And a great second look there. Another Unleash Chaos replay. Brought to you by the Under Armour Hover Havoc. Now, here's Walker. What a tremendous game he played against Cleveland. And that one goes long. The 76ers trail by 6. Three-pointer, Butler. Walker with the rebound. Here's Zeller. Nice shot from 10 feet out. Zeller's got his first points of the night.
Well, if he gets his feet set and you give him time, Zeller can bury that in rhythm.
Pass to Simmons. There's the double team with Walker. And the wide open shot from Redick. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Redick's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Now here's Lamb, covered by Redick. 18 feet out, and it's wide right. It's off the rim.
Yeah, that's just poor decision-making. He's got to be better in those situations.
Well, I'd love to hear his explanation, the coach right there. I mean, that should be an interesting conversation.
Here's Johnson. Hornets with the rebound.
Now, that's what we're talking about in terms of the activity level defensively. You got to protect the rim.
Well, that takes physical ability, good timing, those 2 things that he possesses.
Now here's Lamb. 11 points for him in that last game against the Cavaliers in Cleveland.
And it was the little things, too. I mean, getting to the line, finding ways to get his points any way possible.
Here's Butler. It's good, only a few seconds into the shot clock. And now just a 3-point Hornets lead. Simmons against Walker. And stolen by Simmons. It's tipped. Bridges with the steal. Here's Kid Gilchrist. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Now we'll check across the NBA the best shooters from the stripe. In the 3rd spot, Jeremy Lamb.
And you simply got to avoid sending him to the line. Absolutely no one has better form from the stripe than he does.
2 shots. Loose shots.
He's off on the first.
And the potential that Kid Gilchrist has is exciting. A rangy defender who is finding his offense slowly but surely.
And some changes here for the Hornets. Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for Bridges. Monk comes in for Lamb. And Tony Parker subbed in for Walker. Then for the 76ers, Muscala, he's checked in for Embiid. Fultz comes in for J.J. Redick. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Simmons.
Well, and he's trying to become more disruptive defensively. Last year, the Hornets were only 28th in the league in creative turnovers. Now, that's not what former coach Clifford had in mind.
McConnell finds Johnson. Back to McConnell. Over Parker. And it's off the back rim. No good. And for the Hornets, yeah, they'd like to create more turnovers, but at least they didn't turn the ball over themselves.
Well, last year they had the 3rd fewest turnovers in the league, and they had the least amount of turnovers in each of the 4 seasons before that. But you know what that means? That means they weren't getting outrun either.
Now, here's Monk. Jimmy Butler unable to get his last shot to go.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
No coverage that time. McConnell's got his first 3 points of the game. And it's Parker with the ball, bringing it up for the Charlotte Hornets. Kicks to Zeller. With the teardrop, and Parker with the basket on the assist by Zeller. And the Hornets lead by 3.
And able to get it done once again in close. Just one of the ultimate finishers at the rim.
With some arc, uncovered. And again, it's Philadelphia.
And a lot of scoring here early on. This is the type of game the fans love to see.
And the type of game that many coaches hate. Very little defense being played on either end.
Monk, the pass to Zeller, and stolen by McConnell. Here's the break. The shot by Butler, nobody around. A miss that time, would have put him up.
He hasn't been very precise at all this quarter.
Parker finds Kid Gilchrist. Poked away. Parker outside. And a miss there on the triple. Here's Philadelphia. They're on a 14-5 run here. Here's Fultz. It's tipped. Now here's the fast break. Parker leading the way. Over McConnell. Now here's Monk. Guarded by Fultz. Monk, the pass to Kid Gilchrist. Goes back up. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And those long arms of Kid Gilchrist come in handy on the offensive glass, just scouring for any second chance opportunities he can get.
Now Butler. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Utah. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that, Butler's got his third bucket of the night.
And Butler has really bulked up since coming into the league. You see his strength on tough shots with the contact.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Hornets ahead, leading by just one. We'll be back shortly live from Spectrum Center. The trade deadline is approaching, and Jimmy Butler talked about how it feels hearing your name in trade rumors.
Rumors are different for everybody, to tell you the truth. For me, I don't think about it because whatever's going to happen is going to happen. You go out there and control what you can control. You know, try to help your team win games, play to the best of your abilities. And if it just so happens you get traded, then you got to suit up and play for the next team.
Staying level-headed and ready for whatever's next. That's Jimmy's mindset, Greg, in a nutshell.
And it's fair to say that the level of professionalism and maturity he possesses is really impressive.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And when you consider how Charlotte is doing, guys, what do you think?
For me, that defense in the first period, just tremendous shot blocking.
Well, it's all about the rim protection because it's been fantastic. A big part of helping them build this early lead.
Parker and Monk, that's their backcourt. Zeller is out there with Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. And it's Batum in at the 3 spot. So that's the lineup for Charlotte. He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Brett Brown coached the Sixers team through some really lean years. Now, the promise started to show last season, but he said, I don't feel close to the notion that we've arrived. I'm hardened, just doing my job and moving forward. Kevin?
And continuing the process, D.A. thanks. Muscala gets the bucket.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Parker outside. Pass to Monk. It's Kidd-Gilchrist on the wing. Parker outside. Shot clock at 6. Feeds it to Zeller. The 8-footer. Here's Kidd-Gilchrist. That shot off the mark. And it's Philadelphia the other way. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
And with the type of defense they played that day, they were able to cause a lot of mistakes.
Oh, boy, that was the kind of effort coaches love to see. So active, such energy at the defensive end.
Here's Monk. Markelle Fultz making his last shot. Batum wide open. He fires. Gets an open look and hits.
Well, that just speaks to the confidence Batum has in himself. He likes to catch and shoot, Jay, because it catches defenders off their guard.
Nick Batum, a versatile swingman out of France, a solid shooter and able to create for himself and his teammates.
Back to McConnell. He kicks it to Johnson. Shoots over Kidd-Gilchrist. Here's Muscala. Johnson left side. Drops it in from 14 feet away. Johnson's got the lead up to 5 now for Philadelphia.
Now that's a shot that Johnson is very comfortable with. He can hit that mid-range Jimmy.
And for Batum, a steady vet, but a huge contract.
Yeah, and that infamous summer of 2016 with the cap spike. I mean, he's a capable starter, but 5 years, $120 million, boy. That's a pretty penny.
Now here's Fultz. Michael Kidd-Gilchrist unable to get his shot to go. McConnell kicks to Brewer. Shoots over Batum. Brewer's shot is off. And it's Batum with the ball, bringing it up for the Charlotte Hornets. Trailing by 5. Kidd-Gilchrist dishes to Parker. Pass to Monk. Some nice pass in here by Charlotte. And he converts the layup. Batum's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And Batum really likes getting shots off from the interior, using those long arms of his well to release the shot over the defense.
McConnell's scanning the floor. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Kid Gilchrist with the steal. Fast break now for Charlotte. Kid Gilchrist leading the charge. And Batum kicks to Parker. And there's the pass to Zeller. Back to Parker. Over Muscala. Offensive rebound. Pass to Monk. On the wing, Batum. Over Brewer. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Batum's got 6.
He's finally coming around, trying to make up for that goose egg he put up in the first quarter.
Now here's Fultz. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. Johnson, the pass to Fultz. That's good, and Johnson with the assist. Fultz has got 4 points in the quarter.
And the muscle of Fultz. I mean, it helps him on these tough shots. Able to fend off the defenders as well.
Parker finds Zeller. It's Parker with the drive. And that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%.
Nice understanding of where to go with the pass there.
Timeout called the 76ers.
And look, when you watch Zeller play, his game is all about activity. He runs the floor extremely well for a 7-footer. And remember, he also registered one of the higher verticals at the combine the year he was drafted.
So a whole new group on the floor now for Charlotte. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Embiid, he's checked in for Muscala. Chandler comes in for Amir Johnson. J.J. Redick's checked in for Fultz. And Simmons subbed in for T.J. McConnell. Now here's Brewer. Redick with the 3. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2. And Zeller drafted 4th overall. But to this point in his career, Chris, he's been mostly a role player.
Yeah, he needs to increase his shooting range the way that other bigs have. And even though he gives maximum effort every night, he has a hard time defending against quickness on the perimeter.
And here is Simmons. Kemba Walker hitting his 3 to go. And Simmons kicks to Redick. It's stolen by Lamb. Walker against Simmons. Walker with a clean look. And there's another one for the Hornets.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Walker against Simmons. Lobbed up there for Embiid. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
The chemistry Embiid has with his guys. I mean, he seems to know exactly when to go for these alley-oops.
Charlotte trailing. Here's Walker. He's got 12. Kicks it to Lamb. Just 5 to shoot. Ball's knocked loose. Oh, and here we go with Simmons. Nobody back. And Simmons slams it in.
Oh, you got to love the attention to detail on defense from Brewer. This guy just never stops moving, which is why he gets these steals.
For Charlotte, they've gone 6 of 12 in the second quarter, right at the 50% mark from the field. Shots good by Walker.
And I love the momentum he's building. Last game, he was just as dominant.
And defensively, you know he's feeling good right now. And as the opposing team, you better adjust your scheme accordingly.
And here's Redick. Kemba Walker hitting his 3 to go. 13 feet away. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. And the 76ers lead by 2. The Hornets have gone 7 of 13 from the field since the start of the second. Lamb passes to Williams. Out left to the wing. Here's Bridges. No good with the triple.
Well, it's a confidence shaker when you can't hit a wide open 3 like that.
Down low. The kick out to Williams. And Charlotte again with the bucket.
But it's all about a rhythm for a player like Williams. He's effective at shooting right off the pass.
Philadelphia's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Simmons against Walker. Simmons finds Embiid. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got 6 assists now in the game.
That's a perfect setup. Solid screen, defender can't avoid it. Opens up a clear path to the bucket.
Here's Hernangomez. The shot, no good. Good D by Embiid. To the middle, here's Brewer. Down it goes, his 3rd basket. He's now 3 for 4.
And I like that they're not settling, getting the ball on the interior. 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
And Walker kicks to Hernangomez. Pass to Lamb. Six on the shot clock. The Hornets need to get a shot off here. Williams, that's good. Here's Simmons. He's got 9. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen. Let's now pause and take a look at the scoring breakdown between the front and back court of tonight's contests for the Hornets.
And it's been guard play, which really has shouldered the burden offensively here. They'd like a bit more production from the front court, but in the meantime, this backcourt has kept them in the game.
Jimmy Butler, he's checked in for Brewer. Charlotte has gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. And Chris, you spent time here with the 76ers in your career and led them to a postseason run. How much does the city bond when that happens?
Well, I tell you what, I love my time in Philly. I mean, I was injured late in my career, and I got so much love. If you play hard, they'll give you love. If you play hard, they'll respect you. I mean, seeing that here with both the 76ers and their football team, how they go all out, how they give you that love, and their baseball team. I mean, they were 3rd in attendance, and fans don't get enough credit for their love of the team. Yeah, they could be cool at times, but when you win, they love you, and they go all out. He's going to have a tough time hitting that if he can't create a little more space for himself.
Butler against Bridges. Good on the shot. 9 points for Jimmy Butler.
You know, the way Butler handles himself in the paint, it really impressive. Just kind of out-muscles and outworks anything the defense throws at him.
Now, here is Hernangomez. He's still scoreless so far in this one. And Embiid throws it down.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
Yeah, guys, and the finish is the perfect capper. I mean, taking it all the way to the 10.
Shot is good, and the 76ers lead is cut down to 6, and the bucket from Walker.
Oh, look, he's looking like a runaway train tonight. I don't think they've got a chance to slow Walker down in this one.
Pass to Embiid. 3-pointer. The shot will not fall. And Charlotte will go the other way with it. Here's Bridges. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's on Jimmy Butler.
You know, what I love about Bridges is just the all-around game. He scores, rebounds, passes, and defends well, too. Just an exciting young prospect.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
And that one falls for Bridges.
Yeah, another first-year head coach who came up through the ranks as an assistant. James Borrego had been an interim head coach for the Magic in 2015, but he was quickly told that the permanent job would not be his.
Parker's checked in for Lamb. Both free throws good from Bridges. And talking about Borrego leaving Orlando, and in some ways turned out to be a blessing.
Well, you're right, Kevin. I mean, he spent the next few years in San Antonio as an assistant to Popovich. His second stint as an assistant with the Spurs. The first time around, though, he was part of a 2-time championship team. This man has winning in his genes.
Chandler's shot, good.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Outside, Walker. From deep, Parker's shot is off. They have a chance to go 2 for 1 here.
Let's see how they play the clock.
They get the rebound. Embiid got a piece of it. Williams with a clean look, and good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Outside Butler. Parker against Redick. The dish to Embiid. Count it from 12. Embiid's got 8 points in the quarter.
He's giving them a nice lift this quarter. The shots are falling for him.
And here's Walker. He's got 17. From deep. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Coach, what is your impression of the first half?
That we played. And I thought we found a really good balance of posting and pace. It's what we've been talking about. And I thought our defense, for the most part, was excellent.
A good start. We'll see how they finish. Thanks, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away after the break. We'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, folks. Welcome back. This is Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal at 2K Sports. Let's talk first half. Joel Embiid having an outstanding game. He had 12 points, 6 rebounds, and 1 steal. And from what we saw so far from the Sixers, Kenny, what's your takeaway?
Well, I love the way they're pushing the tempo, beating the defense down the floor, filling the lanes, finishing with authority, Ernie, getting to the rim and finishing hard.
And big fella, your thoughts on the Hornets?
Well, they were very inconsistent from behind the arc. For the first half, they shot, let me check my stats, in the low 30s. They won't get it done. Good news is they're still in it. I'd like to see them push the ball up court faster and try to get some open looks.
And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin with Kevin Harlan standing by. We'll catch you on the flip side.
My brother.
The scene at night here in Uptown Charlotte, where we welcome you back to the action. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. What a game we're seeing from Kemba Walker.
And I loved in that first half that they were patient, looked for good shots, and knocked them down.
Yeah, and then it wasn't all dunks. I mean, they were squaring up with confidence, and that became contagious.
Philadelphia leading by 6. Kicking off the second half, here's Brett Brown's foul. Chandler and Embiid are together down low. Simmons runs the show with Redick at the 2, and it's Butler in at the small forward. It's Redick on the wing. 6 to shoot. Here's Embiid. That's good again. His 7th basket. 7 for 10 from the floor.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
From deep, Walker. Jimmy Butler comes up with the rebound. Philadelphia's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. The baseline J. Here's Simmons. There's the basket and make it a double-digit lead. Simmons got 11 points.
No, you can't let Simmons roam free on the offensive board. He's adept at burning the defense with his athleticism.
And Lamb kicks to Walker. His 3-pointers off the mark. And Simmons has got the ball here for the 76ers. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. The pass to Lamb. beyond the arc. Charlotte no good that time either.
0 for 3 now since halftime. Taking them a little while to find their rhythm.
In the corner, Simmons with it. It's stolen by Lamb. And there's the call on Chandler. That is his first foul of the game. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Shot is good, and the 76ers lead is cut down to 7 on the bucket from Bridges. Last season, they were trying to speed up the game. C-Web teams were given fewer timeouts. Do you think they achieved that goal?
Well, yeah, the new rules, 18 to 14 total timeouts. No more 20-second timeouts. All quarters have 2 mandatories. I think it does help speed up. And these are the greatest coaches in the world. They can adjust. They just need to know what the rules are. And I love the fast pace, the fast pitch count. Let's make sure that we keep the game in a way that fans love it, and we're not leaving any time out there on the floor. I think the coaches have made a great adjustment to it. And look, play on the East Coast is always going to be a little bit slower, a little bit more methodical than the West. But I tell you what, it seems like it's speeded up the game on both sides, and that's something great for us fans.
Well said. Now Walker after J.J. Redick's three-pointer that didn't go.
Kemba Walker continuing the fine tradition of New York point guards. He should not go unmentioned when you talk about the NBA's best ball handlers.
The first one falls. And without a doubt, Kemba Walker, one of the league's most entertaining players.
And enlisted at 6'1", and you know that might be a stretch, but he uses it to his advantage, staying low and almost dancing when he's out there attacking defenders.
Kid Gilchrist, who's checked in for Charlotte. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
And once he gets into a groove like that, you can just count it.
The 76ers leading by 5. Here's Simmons. Oh, and the jam by Ben Simmons.
This is why you must get Simmons out the paint, because he's fantastic when it comes to dunking.
And a terrific bit of chaos there in the replay presented by the Under Armour Hover Havoc. Walker with it. Out guarded by Simmons. Back to Walker. It's good. That's 8 baskets for him now. 8 for 15 shooting.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded out game.
Simmons against Walker. There's the foul. It's on Jeremy Lamb. That's his first foul. Charlotte making some changes. Cody Zeller's checked in for Hernan Gomez. Batum comes in for Bridges. And Monks subbed in for Jeremy Lamb. Then for the 76ers, Amir Johnson's checked in for Joel Embiid, and it's T.J. McConnell in for J.J. Redick. Now, here is Muscala. And it goes down 2 points. Muscala's got 6.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Here's Walker. It's hauled in by the 76ers.
And battling hard on the glass, they hold the advantage here so far.
Dismissed.
And registering one of the highest verticals at the NBA Combine, Zeller can send your shot back.
Right, he has been cold for a while now.
And it's sad because the team relies on him to be a threat offensively. When he's rolling, that makes them a much more dynamic offense.
And Jimmy Butler's a very physical wing, as we know. Greg goes about 6'8", 240, and he can D-up almost any position.
And the strength to deal with forwards, the quickness to cover guards. Also, he uses that strength to attack the rim and get himself to the line.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And the first one drops.
You know, and Butler wasn't a starter until midway through his second season. But since then, his minutes have gone up, and his productivity has gone way up.
And so Butler nails both of them. See, Webb, one area where the Hornets really improved last season, offensive rebounding.
Oh, yeah, they've been good on the defensive boards for a while, but when they added Dwight Howard, suddenly the second chance opportunities begin to pile up. I mean, I don't know if they can maintain this without Dwight Howard, who's one of the best rebounders of his generation.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, Kemba Walker helped lead UConn to a national title, but it took some time to hit his stride at the NBA level. He finally became an all-star, but his team is rebuilding in Charlotte. Mitch Kupchak is the new general manager, and James Borrego is the new head coach. Guys?
A terrific player, D.A., for sure. Thanks.
Yeah, and the amount of points they've given up here in the paint, that's what they got to talk about.
Oh, this is ugly. No question about it. And you wonder if these matchups aren't favoring them right now.
Now let's take a moment to check out the steals leaders. Third is Jimmy Butler.
And he's been a rock for them defensively. Just so many steals for him this year, and so many of them have been in key moments for his team.
76ers on defense. Kid Gilchrist with it. Fader on the way. Will not go. This is off the front iron.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Here's Butler.
And Batum has arms that go on forever and ever and ever, which is why he's so dangerous when it comes to shot block.
Wow, he's really been dragging them down tonight.
And Simmons has got the ball here for the Philadelphia 76ers. They lead by 11. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Suns. They start a 3-game homestand with that game. Charlotte has gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. Walker against Simmons. Back to Kid Gilchrist. And Kid Gilchrist throws it down.
An extraordinary finisher around the rim. Kid Gilchrist skying for the alley-oop.
The 76ers leading by 11. Simmons passes to Muscala. Inside, Johnson. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist.
And you know what? He's underrated there. Johnson with length, athleticism, and he can finish with either hand inside.
Puts it up from 12, and the shot goes in. Monk's got his first points in this one. 76ers have gone 7 of 12 from the floor since coming out of the break. Now, here's McConnell, guarded closely, and there's the call on Cody Zeller. That'll be his second foul of the game. Tony Parker's checked in for Walker. Simmons finds Johnson, shoots over Kid Gilchrist, and he gets that one to go off the front iron. And it's 6 points for Johnson.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Here's Kid Gilchrist. Again, the Hornets score.
Oh, it's crucial for Kid Gilchrist that he nails these shots. Always working on expanding his game.
Simmons feeling it out a bit. Butler kicks to Simmons. Back to Butler. 5 to shoot. In the corner, Simmons with it. Out of bounds. Charlotte takes possession. And now a chance to see what's coming up for the Philadelphia 76ers. On Monday, they'll go up against Devin Booker and the Phoenix Suns. And then on Wednesday, they'll be facing Drew Holiday and the New Orleans Pelicans.
And for the matchup with the Cavs, this is one where it would take a complete meltdown for them not to come away with the win. Anything can happen, but I'd be shocked if they don't come out on top. And the next one puts them in the bonus.
Markelle Fultz has checked in for the 76ers. Parker outside. With the teardrop, he takes it up and lays it in. Parker's got 6.
Yeah, the pick and roll is a deadly thing when Parker gets involved like there. You never know what he's going to do.
Now Fultz. He kicks it to Muscala. Over Zeller. Batum grabs the miss. Hornets trail by 9. Passes to Monk. Now Batum, guarded by Fultz. Batum dishes to Parker. Six to shoot. Pass to Monk. Takes a 3. Johnson. Johnson's got 4 rebounds in this game. Butler passes to McConnell. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. McConnell's got 6 here in this quarter.
How about the awareness there for Butler? The D goes to sleep and Jimmy finds the wide open man.
Charlotte calls timeout.
Oh, a fantastic season a year ago for the 76ers. Think about it, 52 wins for them, and they secured the 3rd seed in the East. A far cry from where they were just a few seasons ago.
And looking now at the numbers for Kip Gilchrist, he's one of the standouts over the last month, averaging 9 points per game, 7 rebounds, and 3 assists. And guys, he's making winning plays. It's as simple as that. Not a star player per se, but he makes his presence felt.
Well, yeah, lately he's been overachieving a little bit. Hopefully this is a sign of greater things to come.
And the jam by Nicholas Batum.
Come on, man. The concentration that Batum has had on these and-one plays is amazing. He's used to finishing through physical contact.
And the improvement for the 76ers happened so fast. Last year, the team went from the cellar to front runner.
When they got healthy, they got good. Having Simmons and Embiid for a full year, huge. I mean, they lost to the Celtics, but that's just part of the learning process for this group.
To the middle, here's Muscala. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Wow, the solid court awareness. Leave someone open on Fultz squad, and you're going to regret it.
And so it's Parker with it. He'll bring it up for the Charlotte Hornets. To the paint, here's Zeller. Rebound by Muscala.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this huge lead.
And a fast break now for the Hornets. Here's Kid Gilchrist. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker. Kid Gilchrist has got 6 points in the quarter.
And you know what? He's shaken off the cold shooting performance from the first half.
McConnell kicks to Fultz. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And the balance Fultz have, terrific at taking the contact and finding a way to finish.
And with as much news and worry that Fultz's jump shot has caused, you forget just how deadly he is going at the rim.
Yeah, has no problem cutting through the defense like a hot knife through butter. I tell you, Ben Simmons said he hates guarding Fultz in practice as it is impossible to stay in front of him. Just a very shifty player who uses his great handles to get into the teeth of the defense.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
You know, Markelle Fultz had a rookie year that was up and down, to say the least. He missed so much time during the injury. I mean, he reworked his shot. He eventually came back right at the end of the season and got right back into the swing of things.
Now here's Zeller. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Johnson's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And there's Chandler. That's good on the assist from Fultz. Chandler's got the lead up to 13 now for Philadelphia. Here's Parker. He's got 6. And Chris, when Fultz came back and was healthy, you could see why he was taken first overall.
Well, just a very smart player with the ball and create space and chances with ease. I mean, he's great at stopping short on drives and dropping one in. His speed, his quickness, I think they're going to be hard to match for a long time. How about the potential of Malik Monk? I mean, tremendous prospect. He's an excellent shooter from distance and should become more consistent as he improves his strength.
And he makes the first. And Monk, a dangerous scorer, but still has work to do, Chris, on the defensive end.
Well, some of it's his effort. I mean, some of it's his awareness. I mean, Monk's still learning what it takes to be a pro. He won't maximize his minutes until he's a factor on both ends of the court.
And the Hornets making a change here. Gomez is checked in.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
Now here's Fultz. 7 points in the game. Here's Johnson. Williams with the block. At the top of the key, Embiid. Butler from outside. Not that time. His sixth miss. He's made 4 of 10 so far.
As off the mark as he has been, they're a little lucky to be in front.
Monk with the ball, and it's Johnson picking him up. Count it, and the 76ers lead has been cut to just 9 on the basket from Monk.
And he's showing signs now of life after going scoreless through the half.
Fultz kicks to Embiid. They get it back. Charlotte has gotten 1 of 6 three-pointers to drop since coming out of the locker room at halftime. Fires from the wing, and the shot goes in. And it's 8 points for Malik Monk.
And I love the fact that he has great confidence in that jump shot. Monk does a great job of shooting with quickness, but never rushing.
And he wasn't going to get away with that one. Still in motion when he set that screen.
He even knew he wasn't in good position. He tried to slide himself into a better spot. The official wasn't having it.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hornets. Bridges comes in for Michael Kidd-Gilchrist, and it's Lamb in there for Monk. J.J. Redick's checked in for Philadelphia. That's good. The Philadelphia lead is cut down now to just 5 on the basket from Jeremy Lamb. Philadelphia has gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third, still 0 for 3. Now here's Fultz. He's got 7, and Embiid gets it to go.
Look, Kevin, he's showing how dangerous he can be from there. Embiid's three-pointer, it continues to look better over time.
Now here's Lamb, covered by Redick. Out to Parker. Shot clock at 5. That shot off the mark. Good D by Embiid.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Hornets trail by 8. In the corner, it's Bridges. Drains the three-pointer. Bridges has got a pair of threes now here in the third for the Hornets.
A dangerous score from just about every area. Bridges very good at capitalizing in a number of ways.
Here's Fultz. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And we've reached the end of the third. 76ers lead by 5. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, it's also called making a good read, understanding where everyone is and taking full advantage. Fantastic.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Bridges and Williams, your forward pair. Parker out there with Jeremy Lamb. And it's Gomez in at the center position. So that's the group out there for Charlotte.
Masterful touch from Lamb right there. I mean, floaters are difficult, but there he makes it look easy.
Here's Simmons. Down low, Embiid. That one goes in. Embiid's got 19 points.
Really hard to count how many of their possessions have ended just like that one, with one of his shots falling.
And he's going to be the go-to guy for them here in the late stages.
Now here's Lamb. Here's the teardrop and the rejection by Embiid. And Redick kicks to Embiid. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And last year, we saw what a full season of Embiid looks like. I mean, scary to think that this is just the beginning of his career. He looks like he can go down as one of the greats to play if he can stay healthy.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. And Embiid has already made the jump from star to superstar.
And part of that is his personality. I think his game does speak for itself. Gives you everything you want from a center on both ends of the floor. Effortless athleticism and has incredible skill and touch for a player his size.
And Embiid drops them both. And without a doubt, the voice of this team, the face of this franchise, is center Joel Embiid. Chris, he's embraced it from the beginning.
The 76ers knocked it out the park when they took the risk of drafting Embiid. To have a star like Embiid be so personable, it's rare. I mean, he's practically the voice of the city at this point.
And every move he makes looks like the right one at this point.
Well, he's extremely accurate. Here, coming down the stretch, trying to see if he can close this one out.
Now, here's Walker. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession. And here's the upcoming schedule for Charlotte. They'll be matching up with Al Horford and the Boston Celtics. Then on Wednesday, they'll be taking on Victor Oladipo and the Indiana Pacers.
And if I'm this team, I'm looking at this as a barometer to see how we stack up against some of the top teams in the league. They'll have to be at their best, but if they come out of this with some success, I think it'll build momentum for the rest of the run.
Here's Bridges, and Embiid with the block.
A stalwart on the defensive end. Embiid is superb at making his presence felt with blocks like that.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Two shots.
And the first one drops. And both free throws good for Wilson Chandler.
And for the Hornets, after last year's debacle, it's a whole new world. I mean, think about a new GM, new head coach, and a fresh outlook on things.
And there's the call on Joel Embiid. That's his fourth foul of the contest. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. And Walker kicks to Williams. Bridges passes to Lamb. The kick out to Walker. 6 on the shot clock. Will it go? And he can't bank that one in. And talking about the Hornets, they really expected to make the playoffs last season, but Chris, I think they were shocked that it didn't happen.
Yeah, I mean, they felt good about their free agent signings. I mean, they felt good about the draft, but coming together as one complete unit, that's easier said than done.
Here's Bridges. That one's rebounded by Embiid. Embiid's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Here's Chandler. He dishes it to Embiid over Hernangomez. And there's Embiid. That's good on the assist by Chandler.
An all-star caliber player. Embiid excels at figuring out ways to score despite the D's best efforts.
Charlotte calls timeout. Well, see, Webb, there were a ton of huge personalities on this 76ers team, from the stars right on down to the rotation players.
Well, it starts with the Embiid. You know, he's talking junk out there, and think about the quiet swagger that Simmons plays with. This group genuinely get along, and they play for each other. The trials they went through to get here as a core, they should have all the confidence in the world.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Hi, guys. I was able to catch the message James Borrego gave to his team. He is not pleased, and he told them they have to make a push right now. He said, look, we got to make a move, or I've got to pull the plug. Pretty blunt stuff, Kevin. Back to you.
Now here's Lamb.
And Butler, one of those guys that's terrific at slapping away shots, utilizing that impressive wingspan on defense.
Chandler, no good.
I'm not sure if the D bothered him or if he just lost concentration on that one, but that's a layup he should convert.
Bridges shot, good.
Well, he's doing his best to get them back into this game. He's been money from the field.
Simmons on the wing, guarded by Walker. Williams comes with a double team, and here's Chandler from the arc. Rebound, Kemba Walker. And it's Walker with the ball, bringing it up for Charlotte. Here's Bridges. Gomez kicks to Bridges. Off target from outside.
And he's really trying to get them back into it, but the results just have not been there.
Here's Butler. Add another make to his scoring column. His 5th basket of the game. Now shooting 5 of 11.
Butler's just so skilled at finding ways to score inside. He utilizes his height and strength well and varies that release point.
Now here's Lamb, covered by Reddick. Goes up again. No good from Lamb.
Look, it hasn't happened yet, but he's got time to find his rhythm, and if he does, they can turn this thing around quick.
Chandler kicks to Butler. Back to Chandler, and stolen by Williams. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. The kick out to Walker. Hits the three-point bomb. Walker's got 24.
There you go. That's the stroke we saw in the first half.
Outside Butler. Wide open look. It's rebounded by Charlotte.
And that's the shot you want to create. They just can't get it to fall.
That just shows you can do everything right sometimes, but still get the wrong result.
Count it, and the 76ers lead has been cut down to just 8 points on the bucket from Marvin Williams. Simmons against Walker. No good from Simmons. Charlotte has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the 4th. Bridges against Butler. Butler with the steal. And here's Embiid. Dishes to Butler. Gomez grabs the miss. Gomez has got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. And stolen by Reddick. Oh, and here we go with Simmons. No, but
That yeah. Wow. Jumped out of the gym.
You better stay with Simmons, especially on the break. He's dangerous. He leaks out, and he's going to cash in.
Walker the pass to Bridges. Lets it go from 11, and the shot is long.
It's been a really tough quarter for him. I mean, he cannot get his shots to drop.
Simmons finds Reddick. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Here's Butler. Williams with the block. Now the fast break. Lamb with the ball. Pass to Walker. Gomez in the corner. 5 to shoot. Got it. Good job in the low post. Simmons with it. Kicks it to Reddick. Knocked away. And a fast break now for the Hornets. Walker's running. Basket good. Walker's got 5 points now this quarter.
The fast hands of Walker strike again. Got to admire his defensive instinct.
Walker against Simmons. He feeds it to Embiid. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. Hernan Gomez has got rebound number 13 with that last one. Lamb dishes to Walker. Inside, Hernan Gomez. That one good for two. And now just a 4-point 76ers lead.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Simmons against Walker. And Simmons kicks to Embiid. No good from Simmons.
That's just a quick move to the 10 and an even quicker reaction by the D to stop him there.
A clear look for Williams. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. Walker's got 5 assists tonight.
And you can't leave guys open around Walker, I'll tell you that. He sees when the defense is overcommitted.
Timeout called the 76ers.
And not surprising, obviously unhappy with the lack of response from his team.
Well, the pace right now, that's being dictated to them. They have to try to get it back to their tempo, to their style again.
And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Joel Embiid.
And his rebounding has been an anchor for him tonight. As usual, he's into double digits again in that department. And it just takes so much pressure off their other players knowing he's got the glass work covered.
And Simmons has got the ball here for Philadelphia. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Johnson, the pass to Butler. Here's Simmons. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Simmons got 10 points here in the second half.
Playing to his strengths on the offensive end. Simmons, I mean, an added bonus whenever he catches fire.
Walker's shot is off.
Oh, great effort there. That's how you defend the paint.
Yeah, he has that capacity. He knows exactly where to position himself to protect the rim.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
One shot.
Hornets trail by 7. Outside, Kid Gilchrist. Walker against Simmons for 3. Kept alive. And Kid Gilchrist gets it to go in.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Lobbed up there for Embiid. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Slicing and dicing the defense to pieces. I mean, Simmons outstanding at distributing the ball in the screen and roll.
Now Walker, the pass to Lamb. And it's out of bounds. The Hornets able to retain possession here. To the inside, passes it to Walker. Four on the clock. Hernan Gomez finds Lamb. And here's Walker outside.
Oh, versatile defender who can guard at any position. Simmons, he's using his speed and length to annoy shooters.
Butler attacking.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
He hits the first one, and that stretches their lead to 8. So both free throws are good. And it's a 9-point ball game here for the Hornets. This one not looking too good. Up top, Walker. Guarded by Simmons. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact. So a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play.
One shot, mind the lanes.
That's good from Walker.
Not a guy you want to foul. Walker's a tremendous free throw shooter. He does a great job of getting himself to the line.
The 76ers leading by 6. 1:36 left in the fourth quarter. Simmons dishes to Embiid. Can't hit that one. And it's the Hornets taking it the other way. Pass to Hernan Gomez. Here's Walker. And that one off the back of the rim and in. And now it's just a 4-point 76ers lead. Philadelphia shooting about 47% here in the fourth. And Simmons kicks to Embiid. Back to Simmons. Here's the dish to Embiid. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. And now it's 27 points for Joel Embiid. 1:02 left to play here in the fourth.
Not completely over, but it's getting close.
Yeah, we know some crazy stuff happens out there, but everything would have to go their way for them to finish this off.
Kid Gilchrist, the pass to Williams. Simmons pulls it in. We've got 33 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And Embiid gets it to go.
Just terrific determination. First, compiling the lead, and now building on it.
Oh, man, and this is late in the game. It's tough for a team to come back. Everything has to fall into place.
Charlotte calls timeout. They're trailing by 8. 30 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What's your take, guys?
Yeah, pure desperation right now, Clark. You think there's enough time?
30 seconds left in the fourth. Here's Kid Gilchrist, and misses it off the right side of the rim. Philadelphia with the ball. 8-point game.
And really nothing they can do now. They just got to play this one out.
Yeah, you know you're supposed to go hard and complete the game, but they're so frustrated right now. I don't see that happening.
Well, he was extremely clutch back when Connecticut ran through the college tournament. Lamb plays with great composure in big moments.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. He drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. So he gets them both, and it's an 8-point game. And the Hornets call time here. They're behind by 8. 11 seconds left in the game. What do you think, guys?
Yeah, this has been rough all the way around. I mean, coming in with high hopes and then just now trying to finish the best they can.
All you can do at this point is focus. Dial in on each moment. Do your best. You can't get consumed over the score.
Here's Monk. No good on the quick three. And stolen by Zeller. So Philadelphia wins it. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Jimmy, how confident are you that you guys can build on this win and keep the momentum going?
Very confident. Like I said, we got a great group of guys. We play together, play hard. with the win.
I know you'll like to keep that going as we go on in the season. Thank you for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.